I'm Ernest Topbottom here in Lyon ahead of Champions League draw as Sheffield Wednesday await their fate to see if they will play Barcelona, Inter, Porto or someone else. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 5, Episode 2 here at Sheffield Wednesday. And today we begin our Champions League campaign. We're going to find out who we're going to be playing in just a second. And I believe our first game will be against Watford, depending on fixture rearrangements. But we want to know who it is we're going to be playing in this Champions League group stage. Unsurprisingly, we are seeded 4th. So let's go and have a look at this draw, and I am so excited for this. Now, let's have a look here. Top seeded teams: Chelsea, Man United, who we can't get, Barcelona, Milan, Munich, PSG, Benfica, who we would take, and Hertha Berlin, who must have won the Europa League last year. Well, we'll take Benfica or Hertha, but given that there's nothing really riding on this, we'll just quickly click through and get to Group B. Alright, so the second seeds: Real Madrid, who we would rather avoid, I think. Liverpool, who we know we can't get. It's going to be Dortmund, Leipzig, Juventus, Inter, Lazio, or Valencia. I think the further you go down that list, the more likely we would like to get them. Automatic draw. Now, if Real Madrid could go to one of the English teams, that would be nice. Benfica, get Dortmund. That's already looking like maybe a group we'd like. That's a group we don't want. We'd probably rather avoid Barcelona, Juventus as well, wouldn't we? And so it's Lazio and Inter. Maybe two of the teams we would have rather get. So they're the ones that are off limits, and so is AC Milan. So it's like the Anglo-Italian Cup all over again, isn't it? All right, the third tier. It is Porto, Sporting, Olympiacos, Ajax, Red Bull Salzburg, Zenit, Celtic, and Istanbul Başakşehir. I don't think there's anybody there that scares us, is there? So it doesn't particularly matter, I don't think, who goes where in this one. Porto's probably going to be the most dangerous side, aren't they? So they'll probably go in this group or this group, and that's who we'll get. Istanbul Başakşehir. They usually have some decent players, but they're older, aren't they? And Porto goes in there. So we can't get Group H, we can't get Group G, we can't get Group A. We're almost certainly going to get Group D or Group E. But if we're looking at it, Group C, I would absolutely snap your hand off for, as I would with Group F. And I tell you what, Group B wouldn't be the worst, so RB Leipzig could be dangerous. The other teams in this tier with us are Monaco, PSV, who's that? Dynamo Kiev, Legia Warsaw, Wolfsburg, Ghent, Villarreal, and obviously ourselves. Oh, we're going to get Group D or E, aren't we? All right, here we go. We can't get Group A. We can get Group B. We don't get it. Group C, please, game. No. Oh, what an easy group that is. This is us. There it is. Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, and Celtic. Well, if we're looking for positives out of that, then you maybe would say we're going to be a chance of third. You would, I think I'd fancy us against Celtic, but Bayern Munich and Real Madrid, that is a baptism of fire in the Champions League. But we will test ourselves against the best and see where we come up. But anyway, let me know how you think we'll get on in that one. And let's have a look and see who it is we're playing first up. I can tell you it is going to be at home to Bayern Munich, so a big game first up. Now we do have some signings. The window, well, at this time isn't closed, but through the magic of editing, it has now closed. So let's go see what we did in the end of the transfer window. There has been one or two moves. Alright, so let's start with the outs. There's 4 of them, 2 on loan, 2 permanent. Walid Delhiki has gone out to Rochdale. He's going to be a first-choice goalkeeper there. Hopefully, will continue to develop like that because that's looking very promising indeed. The other one out on loan is Federico Oliver. We're kind of moving past him, to be honest. So he's gone off to our affiliate there in France. We'll see how he does. But yeah, I think he may never actually establish himself in our team. The 2 permanent ones are Sam Campbell, who's gone off to Watford. Was it 3.5 up top, potentially 4.5. Now, we signed this guy for 350 grand from Motherwell. Again, I think he's just one of these guys that we just progressed a little bit too quick for him. So we've got a fee there, and I think we've got a 50% sell-on as well for a next fee for him. The other one who left permanently was Phil Mooney, 4.6 off to Burnley. Again, we have a 50% sell-on clause. Again, just one of these guys that I had really high hopes for when we signed him. To be honest, that loan to Doncaster didn't really work out for him. And again, we moved past him. We developed a lot quicker than I thought we were going to. He didn't get the game time, so he's gone off. But if he does happen to work out again, we've got 50% of a next clause for him coming in. So that's that. And the one other signing that we got, it's another midfielder we've got on loan, Diogo Prioste, I guess you'd pronounce it. Very, very decent midfielder. Technique, passing, first touch, vision, determination. On loan from Benfica, and I don't really see a downside to it. We don't have to play him, but if we need him, he's there, and he's one of the better midfielders at the club anyway. Hasn't really featured for the first team for Benfica, but again, we've got him in on loan for the year. We don't have to use him, but if we need him, he's there. Now, there's 2 games to catch you up on since last episode. Now, of course, when we left off, how do we put this? It didn't go well, did it? So we had a chance to try and regain ourselves. We played Wolverhampton in the Premier League. So let's see if we could come back from our aggregate 6-0 defeat in the first 2 games. We took an early lead through a wonderful Pippi goal. And B added a second before Marcus Edwards got our third before half-time. We went 4 up when Pippi picked out Edwards to get his second. And Pippi got another assist for our 5th when Castrati finished his pass. Del Prato's cross was flicked on by Bruma for Castrati to get his second, before Sodlikov picked out Castrati to complete his hat-trick in the 90th minute. So yeah, I think we're going to be okay. We were obviously absolutely superb in this. Pippi running the show in midfield for us. Wingers looks to be maybe a way forward. Bruma got the start because Rizzini was tired. I don't think he ever fully recovered from coming back from the Olympics so late. But there wasn't a weak point in this side. We subbed off Edwards, and I think it was Cook to give Sodlikov and Diangana some game time. They both did well when they came off the bench as well. I think Edwards had a bit of a knock, which is why we took him off. But we didn't miss a beat. We scored 3 after Edwards went off. Absolutely brilliant. And, undid the goal difference damage from that for those first 2 games as well. Next up, full of expectation. It could only go down from here, couldn't it? We hosted Norwich in the league. The only goal came deep in stoppage time when Rizzini opened his Wednesday account. So yeah, we did get the win. We did leave it very, very late, but Rizzini with a good ball there, a good finish, I have to say. Sodlikov with another assist off the bench again, and really, really doing well for us, which is brilliant to see. Otherwise we were the better team, as you can see off of the XG there. They really threaten us too badly. To be honest, we were almost as good as the Wolves game, just maybe lacked a little bit. Edwards was missing from his injury for this one, so maybe that hurt us a little bit as well. We tried Ruiz out there. In the end, we brought Diangana on. I think we actually went to out-and-out wingers as well, and that was when we scored the goals. So that was maybe a lesson learnt there. Don't try and force Ruiz into the team for the sake of it. But we have a quick look at what that means for the league table, and we can see that the damage has more or less been undone. We've really hurt ourselves in terms of winning the league, but we're ahead of Tottenham. Liverpool's the other team we beat. They've won 4 from 4, so it was Man United, wasn't it? Was the team that beat us in the first game. So they're top of the league, so that doesn't look too bad now. We can see the Champions League. Looking forward to getting that underway. And we have got our Carabao Cup 3rd round tie away to Arsenal. So it could have been better. But again, we're not going to take it too seriously. And if we get knocked out, I'm sure the board will understand. But first up, we are playing Watford. Now, Watford are stone motherless at the bottom of the table. So let's hope we can get a good result against them here. Now, obviously, with Champions League up very shortly after this game, we've got to rotate. We're going to be coming up against Worrell. For them, it looks like, expecting a 4-2-3-1 from them. So that just kind of is what it is. And let's have a look at the team that we're sending out. We're kind of going... we're going to play like this in the league, and we're going to play with this formation in Europe. No real reason. I just feel like that might be the best way for us to split the squad. So Bevla Quata is in goal. He has made his debut for Argentina, so well done to him. He appears 2 games in the recent international break. He appears to have taken the number 1 shirt there. Mendel, Carmo, Bellic, and Martinez is the back 4. McQuaid comes in to play defensive midfielder with Samare and Jibing. Hopefully he'll do better than he did against Manchester United. Edwards and Castrati down the wings. Ruiz up top. Those are the 3 that got the job done for us last season. So let's hope they can pick up where they left off this season. All right, so we can see the lineups there. Just Worrell, formerly of our team, that's in their opposition lineup. So it'll be interesting to see how he gets on. We've been on a good run. Go out there and impress me. Go out there and enjoy yourself. I think I prefer that. Let's finger point, say go out there and make a difference. And we'll see how we do here. It'll be interesting to see, with the split of the squad here in the early doors. Of course, we've come back from an international break as well, as I just mentioned. So that is making it a little bit more difficult, perhaps. And, well, we just don't like YouTube, do we? We did work. Did we work on defensive corners, or is that for after this game? Either way, McQuaid backing away, Mendel at the back post. Neither of them able to get there. And, we're 1-0 down. It's always not problematic, but when you do win a game, sort of like we did against Wolves 7-0, it can be a little bit difficult to avoid complacency after that. We saw that a little bit versus Norwich, but we managed to get away with it. Hopefully we're not going to see something similar here. Samare with a ball. Bellic can't quite get there. And, it's a woeful shot. So we've maybe got away with one a little bit there. I'm already seeing things I don't like here. Let's go counter-press them. Let's go play a high line. Try and win the ball back from them. I don't like Martinez is looking anxious. It's his first game of the season. For a few of these guys, it's their first game of the season. And early signs here are that we are going to have a difficult time rotating the team. What we might look to do is we might look to switch over Castrati, Edwards, and go with out-and-out wingers, and we can move then Ruiz up to a advanced forward. Edwards has picked up another little knock. He is... Edwards' middle name is a little knock, isn't it? We have Diagana. He's hampered by the injury, so we don't really have much choice, do we? Diagana's left-footed anyway, so he can go out there and take over. And we've just got to hope that we're better. We can't be much worse. We really didn't offer anything. Just one off-target shot. And we've got another corner to defend. We've got it away that time through Bellic. But Watford to pick it up. And here we go. Can we get to that? We can't. Bellic has done well there. Ruiz gets it forward for Castrati. Can't quite find him. And here come Watford again. Now this is bottom of the league as well, which is obviously massively disappointing. We're just not in this game. Now do we look to change things and go two up top? Samare's won that back for us. Ruiz nods it down. It's there for Castrati. Castrati goes straight past Joe Worrell. Can Castrati find a finish? Into the goalkeeper's hands. Castrati's only playing a 6.1. Alright, so this isn't working. Let's, given that Castrati's having a poor game, he was away with his international team. He's Kosovoan, I think, isn't he? So we'll bring Sam Gould on. It'll be a debut for him. Diagana, we're going to have to take him off, aren't we? We're going to have to sub the sub. Samare, and maybe we could use him as a Mazzella. We'll try that to save having to sub the sub. Gibring is not having a good game. He's taking some time to settle. Do we go with Proatste, or however you say that, which would be a debut, or do we go with super sub Sodlikov, who's done a good job? I think we've got to go with him, don't we? He's done the job for us so far. We'll put him on support. We'll let the Mazzellas get forward, and hopefully, hopefully manage to get something out of this game for ourselves. Let's go to attacking. Martinez should pick that up. Let's see what we can do. Carmo, who thankfully hasn't got himself sent off yet today, which is nice. Mendel, can he get a ball forward? He beats one. In there for Ruiz. Ruiz has Gould in front of him. Can he thread him in? He tries. It's a nice ball there for Diagana on. It's a good ball for Ruiz. Ruiz is in, and he's offside. But that did look better, didn't it? How offside was he? I don't think, VAR never overturns those, do they? Linesman had his flag up. But it was already looking better, wasn't it? Ruiz just went early. Oh, that is, I'm going to say unlucky. Come on, boys. Let's see more of that, though, please. let's try this. Let's do that. Let's be a little bit more direct. Maybe play with some more width. Go and counter press. We've got to go and try and win the ball back off of them. And let's see what we can do. Well, we've had more highlights playing like this than we have in the, a half and a bit we weren't playing like this. Here we go with Mendel. Can he get across? And he goes there for Ruiz. It's Diangana. He goes across. It's Samare. Oh, Samare. How have you missed that? Calm down, boys. McQuaid, can he get a ball in? Oh. Well, I tell you what, it should be 1-1, but you could argue there it should be 2-2. It should be 2-1. We'll try berating next. I don't know what else we can do with them. And this will be the problem that we have. Trying to figure out the best way to split the squad or rotate the squad, however you want to look at it. To be able to be competitive in the league as well as in the Champions League. I know there's talk on the Discord that, we'll be looking at mid-table this season, and that may well be the case. I think we've been quite poor here, and I think we will be better against other teams. That's not the best defending we'll ever see. But, there is no doubt that we've not looked anywhere near as good defensively this game as we have in others. Now, one other thing that I might need to look to improve is the way that I do my team talks. The goalkeeper couldn't do much about that, could he? And, it is going to take us time to gel as well. Let's berate them. I'm a little bit annoyed at how badly we've played here. You wonder if that Samare chance, which he should have scored, had gone in, if it would have been any different. But again, we've come back. 2 games ago, we beat Wolves 7-0. But you wouldn't know it looking at that, would you? That was... and Wolves have drawn Manchester City. Just shows how quick things can turn around, doesn't it? But Worrell gets one over. We've got just a bruised ankle for Edwards. Guys, it's a Champions League debut next. Let's be excited about that. Okay, welcome back. It is time to try and score a goal this season on YouTube, and we'll begin our Champions League campaign. We are at home against Bayern Munich. We have the early kickoff. The other game is going to be Liverpool and Genk. You look at some of the other... we were the fourth pot team, so I guess it's... we're always going to get a tough one. We're expecting a 4-2-3-1 formation. Leon Bailey, Thomas Muller, Sane is in their team, Kimmich, Pavard, Hernandez, Alba. It's a decent team, isn't it? Goretzka's in there as well. So it's not the easiest one to start things off, but this is how we're going to play. As I said, I think this might work best because this is what worked best for us previously against the better teams, so not so much last episode. So we're going to go with Federico in goal, and B against his former team, of course, and Schurz. They have been relatively good defensively as a partnership for us. Del Prato and Taimon down the wings. McCrory, club captain, of course, in front of the defence. It's going to be Cook, Pippi, and Edwards as a midfield trio with Rizzini and Brummer as the front two. We're going to have a go at them. We have a look here. They're a passing team, so we're going to go high line. I don't want to open ourselves up for them to pass through us, so that's why we're going to try and stay relatively compact, but make them difficult for them to pass. We're going to counter press, and we're just going to see what we can do. Because ultimately, if we are going to get out of the group in the top 2, which I think does have to be the goal, even if it is unrealistic, we are going to need to win at home, aren't we? So that's what we'll look to do here. And, if we lose, we lose. And, as I said, there really is nothing to lose for us. You would expect Bayern Munich, you would expect Real Madrid, I can't remember who the other team is now. You would expect them to be the 2 that get out of the group. Celtic will be where our European history, in all likelihood, falls. It is Real Madrid. It'll be what we do against Celtic, and if we can nick a point here or there elsewhere, then that will be all the better for it. But yes, this is somewhat. It was not as big of a free hit as if we were in Munich, but we'll see how we go. We'll just see how we go. Pippi has been superb for us so far. If he can carry that form on, then we're going to be a chance. Rizzini and Brummer up top is a very exciting partnership. Rizzini has it there in midfield for us. What can he do? Nice ball there for Edwards to Brummer. Brummer comes back to him. Timon. Rizzini's in the middle there. Can he find a cross? Can he find a cross? Edgy. Pippi. Oh. Just over the bar. Now, of course, Pippi is a Real Madrid player, but I think in Europe he will be able to play against them. I think. I could be wrong there, but I'm fairly certain that he can. If he can't, we'll deal with that at the time. We have other options, obviously, but Pippi does look a little bit special, to be honest. And it would be brilliant if we could manage to find a way to get him at the club permanently. Oh, we worked on that in training, guys. Defending corners. Oh, we saw it against Watford, and now we've seen it again against Bayern Munich. The two big teams, of course, of European football. McCrory just beaten in the air. We aren't the strongest team in the air, if I'm honest. We do lack a little bit of height, but you've still got to be doing better than that. And McCrory, is not one of the ones that lacks height. He's a defensive midfielder come centre-back. He should be doing better. All right, can we go and do a little bit better now? McCrory on a booking isn't ideal. Timon can't win the header, but does enough. Federico has the ball. Now, that's not the highlight. And B has it. He gets it wide there for Timon. Brummer coming deep. Come on, boys. Schurz. Wide there for Del Prato. Can he get a ball over the top? He's find Brummer. Can Brummer find a finish? Oh, it's a decent save from Karius in goal. And it's cleared away into touch. And we'll give them some more encouragement. Del Prato with a throw. Not quite sure what happened then. He went one way, Rizzini went the other. McCrory. Timon's in space. He finds him. Come on, McCrory. Not McCrory, who are you? Anyway, Brummer. Oh, he's hit the post. We've had a couple of chances, haven't we? You wouldn't say we've been outplayed here. But we do find ourselves 1-0 down. Do we give the fans something to say? Do we say unlucky? I could get on board with unlucky, I think. We'll pump our fists, say there's more to come. I don't know that we need to change too much about the way we're playing because we don't look too bad. Maybe we go a little bit more attacking. Yeah, otherwise I don't think we're doing... I mean, we've got to expect it to be more difficult for us against a team like Bayern Munich. It is going to be more difficult. That's the point of the Champions League. Schurz jumps in, can't quite win the ball. Oh, Pippi, I thought maybe was a chance there. They spread it wide. Timon goes across to Sane. Pippi comes out to challenge the defenders. And can we get possession back here? Oh, it's a good ball, and that's the difference, isn't it? I mean, we could go to wingers. Do we look to do that? I mean, it's a long way back from 2-0. It's, Schurz is just not quite... Look at that finish. Just bent it inside the post. All right, what can we do? The first thing we can do, let's go a little bit more direct, a little bit more width. We'll go and actually close them down and get stuck in. We'll get rid of that. We'll give ourselves a little bit of time with that. See if it makes any difference. We've got a throw. Next goal is huge, isn't it? Can Timon pick out Rizzini in there? Back to McCrory. It's just not quite going for us, is it? They've got all their... Look at that. Camp behind the ball. And B has it. Gets it forward. Looking for Brummer. It's not a down there for Timon. Can he find a ball into the box? He's doing okay. He's doing really well. Can he pull it back? Just not quite enough. Brummer was right there. I mean, I'm seeing enough, I think. It's taunting us, isn't it? All right, you know what we can do? Let's move Pippi forward. See if that helps us at all. We've got another free kick to defend here. We worked on this in training and the keeper has saved us. And now we have a corner. Cook's not playing well. Pippi's not playing well. I'm beginning to think that the game's trying to tell me we need to switch to wingers here. So we'll do that. I'll edit it out and we'll come back. Okay, so we have made 2 subs. Castrati has come on, and as has Sodlikov. We've taken off Pippi and Cook, who weren't playing well. Rizzini drops back into midfield for us. He's more than capable of doing that because he's just a wonderful player. And Brummer will be the sole striker up top. So we'll make those changes and we'll see we'll see where that leaves us now. We've got a little bit of work to do to try and get back into it. Let's maybe lower the tempo. See if that works. Maybe pass into space. Yeah. We're trying to draw them out, which is why we're sitting with a deeper line. But it doesn't look like we're going to score again. Yo, Redzini's there. Oh, it's back to Strati. Schurz! Hey, Schurz! He gets a first Sheffield Wednesday goal, and all of a sudden, at 2-1, is there a point on the offering here for us? We finally scored a game on YouTube this season. Castrati pulls it back, and Schurz straight past Karius before he knew what was happening. Let's demand a little bit more, and can we go and do this? We're into stoppage time. What we can do is move Retzini. No, Retzini can't really go forward. Alright, Sodlikov can go forward, and let's give it one almighty push at the end here and see if we can go and... actually, no, what we will do, we'll go back to 2 up top. Okay, so we've gone back to 2 up top. We've gone out-and-out wingers, so we switched them around. Retzini, let's see what we can do. Can we get a stoppage time moment of wonder here? It doesn't look like we can. And that is how our Champions League debut finishes. A 1-0 defeat at home to Bayern Munich. I mean, you look at the XG, and I know it's not everything, but we weren't terrible. We'll say it's one of those days. And we can see that the under-19s, or under-18s, I should say, fell to a similar defeat, unfortunately, and 2-1 defeat for them as well, with Kieran Banks, one of our young strikers, getting the goal in that one. Jabring picked up an injury as well. But there we go. Youthful Sheffield Wednesday come unstuck. It's not the worst. Obviously, it's still a loss, and it's 2 losses this episode, which, yeah, it's not ideal. Wow, we did 7-0. I don't know where it's gone. But anyway, guys, that's it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And we'll be back next time for, well, away to Celtic. That is a big one. So we'll come back for that. We'll also host Leeds in the Premier League. And then we'll have 2 away games. Brighton in the league and Arsenal in the Cup. The Cup will be very much a 3rd, 4th string side. But that's all for today. As I said, thumbs up if you've enjoyed that. Subscribe if you're new. And, well, at least we scored an episode today. Take care. Did I say episode? I meant goal.